Hi everybody, my name is Madhura and आज का मेरा video is on the analysis of actual CAT 20 questions on the topic of parajumbles. So slot 1 and slot 2 में जो भी सवाल पूछे गए थे उनका आज हम detailed analysis देखेंगे and ये खास करके उन students के लिए फायदेमंद होगा जो verbal ability में बहुत ही ज़्यादा तरीके से score करना चाहते हैं. So चलिए शुरू करते हैं. On the screen you are seeing the first question. The four sentences, when they are properly arranged, they would give a coherent paragraph. We have to decide on the proper sequencing. अब CAT में normally जब questions पूछे जाते हैं on parajumbles, they are of the category of type box, जहाँ पे answer option आपको दिया नहीं होता है, but such questions do not carry any negative marks. And that's the best part, कि if you are able to attempt the question with 100% accuracy level, you get straight away 3 marks. अब for your better understanding, I've highlighted or underlined certain words. And there are some words which I've highlighted in blue जिनके meanings मैंने नीचे दिए हैं. पहला sentence देखते हैं. Relying on the narrative structure alone, the indigenous significances of 19th century, the folk tales are hard to determine. The first sentence is basically negative in nature because ये बताने की कोशिश कर रहा है कि जो भी folk tales हैं, these folk tales are the stories which have originated in the past, and they have just been passed on from centuries to century via word of mouth. So ये जो folk tales है, इन folk tales को determine कर पाना, अच्छी तरीके से समझ पाना बहुत ही मुश्किल है because they are just narratives after all. So first statement अगर मैं देखूँ, तो this first statement can come as a starting sentence because यहाँ there is no pronoun that is being used and the first sentence is just introducing the folk tales. Second sentence कहता है कि using there. Now the word there over here is indicating कि second sentence ये introductory आ ही नहीं सकता है because second sentence के पहले ऐसा कोई एक sentence आना जरूरी है which is applying or giving reference to something by using the word there. लेकिन further second sentence कहता है कि using their supernatural potency, that is their power, the benign shamans. Now shamans are what? They are people who are regarded to have some spiritual power. They are considered to have some spiritual power and that is why they can influence the good and the bad evils. So these benign shamans, they transcend मतलब they surpass the levels of cosmos in order to deal with a social conflict and to protect material resources and enjoy a measure of respect. So basically, this second sentence is just highlighting what power or what abilities these shamans have, and because these shamans are given with certain supernatural powers, they are set apart from the ordinary people, or they set apart themselves from the ordinary people because they can help in dealing certain conflicts. लेकिन second sentence जो है ये तभी आ सकता है when I am talking about something having a supernatural character. तीसरा कहता है the selected tales reveal that they deal with a form of spiritual conflict that has social implications and concern conflict between people and the shamans. So basically 3 ये sentence जब start हो रहा है selected tales से, वो ये बता रहा है कि 3 can come somewhere after 1 because 1 में I'm introducing the folk tales and then further 3 says कि उनमें से कुछ selected tales जो है वो क्या reveal करते हैं. So as of now I have an understanding कि 1 and 3 ये साथ में आ सकते हैं and this is where I get an indirect link. चौथा कहता है the meaning can be elicited मतलब understood. So the meaning can be understood and the tales can be contextualized. How? By probing beneath just the narratives, by trying to understand the connotations, by trying to understand the records, and getting hold of these records, you can try and understand the significances of the words that are being passed on. So if you further try to understand, of all the sentences, it's only the first sentence जो मेरा शुरुआत में आ सकता है. Second sentence gets disqualified, selected tales की वजह से third gets disqualified, and fourth meaning can be elicited. किसका meaning ये पता नहीं. So of all these 4 sentences, only one can come as the starting sentence. अब इसके बाद आगे जो मुझे sequence लगाना है, let us check कि कौन सा sentence आगे इस paragraph को continue कर सकता है. So far we have just used the rule out strategy, जहाँ पे we just figured out कि मेरा introductory sentence क्या होगा. Second thing that you can keep in mind is कि normally passage का जो flow होता है वो generic से specific की तरफ जाता है. This is the usual flow of a paragraph in any of the parajumbles. Now to help you understand better, जैसे मैंने कहा था कि first sentence के बाद I can have the third sentence which can continue the paragraph, or I can also have the fourth sentence which can continue. For instance, I may say that the folk tales are hard to determine and the selected tales reveal that. Or I may want to say that the folk tales are hard to determine and the meaning can be elicited. Now, if you understand contextually, first sentence is not just introducing folk tales. Had the sentence been कि 19th century talks about certain folk tales, then one के बाद 3 would have easily continued by saying कि selected tales reveal what. लेकिन यहाँ the first sentence contextually is saying that the folk tales are hard to determine. That means you cannot understand the absolute meaning of these folktales. Why? Because they are जो वर्बॉस तरीके से सेंचुरी से पास ऑन होते आ रहे हैं वही हमें सुनने में आ रहे हैं. सो फर्स्ट को आगे एक्सप्लेन करता है फोर्थ सेंटेंस ये कहते हुए कि उनके मीनिंग्स आप किस तरीके से समझ सकते हो. दे कैन बी अंडरस्टूड बेटर बाय कंटेक्सचुअलाइजिंग these tales, by understanding their records, by exploring the connotations of the significant words and phrases. So one के बाद एक direct link हमें मिलता है 1-4. So out of 1-3 and 1-4, it is only 4 which can continue the paragraph contextually, and that is exactly what we are supposed to do. अब 1-4 link मिलने के बाद, here we have already understood कि this fourth sentence is talking about the meanings. अब उसमें से जो selected tales है वो क्या reveal करते हैं? These selected tales are now introducing some shamans. These are the people who have supernatural powers, and ये shamans क्या करते हैं? तो using their supernatural potency, they try to protect the material resources and hence they differentiate themselves. So the sequence of the paragraph says 1 के बाद आएगा 4, 4 के बाद I introduce the concept of the shamans, and then how these shamans are useful, ये 2 में continue होगा. So 1-4-3-2 is the correct answer. Now we will check the next question, and अगले सवाल में I will give you some time to at least read the question, and then we will proceed further. Here goes the question. तो पैराजम्बल्स में सॉल्व करते वक्त ऑलवेज कीप अ ट्रैक ऑफ डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट लिंक्स. जैसे यहाँ एक चीज तो समझ में आ रही कि मेरा चौथा सेंटेंस ही शुरुआत में नहीं आएगा क्योंकि वो कह रहा है दीज कंसर्न्स. लेकिन फिर एक और हिंट लेने की कोशिश करिए कि फोर्थ में जो दीज कंसर्न्स दिया है क्या ऐसा कोई सेंटेंस है जो कंसर्न्स के बारे में जिक्र कर रहा है. एब्सोल्युटली, आई हैव अ सेंटेंस. दिस पर्टिकुलर सेंटेंस जो कहता है कि चाइना का जो rising importance है in which with respect to the claims in the South China Sea, this is increasing or causing a security concern for many Southeast Asian states, and these concerns they cause the states from outside of the region to take active interest. So एक link मुझे clear cut मिल रहा है, that is 2 and 4. Now I have to decide कि मेरा starting sentence कौन सा होगा. So पैराजम्बल्स का एक बेसिक रूल ऐसा होता है कि नॉर्मली द फ्लो ऑफ द पैसेज जैसे वो जेनरिक से स्पेसिफिक होता है वैसे ही पैराग्राफ पास्ट से प्रेजेंट में जाता है. सो ऑफ दीज 2 सेंटेंसेस बिटवीन 1 and 2, ये दोनों सेंटेंसेस जो है ये स्टार्टिंग सेंटेंस के लिए क्वालिफाई होते हैं. लेकिन द थर्ड सेंटेंस इज गोइंग बैक टू द पास्ट एंड इट इज हाईलाइटिंग कि सिंस द 1990 सिनेरियो क्या है, द सिक्योरिटी एनवायरनमेंट ऑफ साउथ ईस्ट एशिया हैज सीन बोथ कंटिन्यूटी एंड प्रोफाउंड चेंजेस. अब वो चेंजेस किस प्रकार से नजर आ रहे हैं तो ये प्रेजेंट सिनेरियो में नजर आएगा, and hence 3 and not 1 will start the paragraph. अब आगे मैंने कुछ words highlight किए हैं, they will give you a better understanding. So जैसे मैंने कहा कि the third sentence will start the paragraph because the paragraph is obviously going to progress from past to the present. अब उसके बाद I talk about the present situation. तो present situation में क्या है? One is 3 के बाद I can have the scenario of China which is discussed. And then I continue it with respect to the concerns. So 3 के बाद आएगा 2 and 2 के बाद आएगा 4. 3 to 4 ये link अगर मुझे मिल जाता है, my paragraph is complete. Why will I even want to discuss about the tensions and sometimes conflict which remain in the 11 states in Southeast Asia? There's absolutely no point. What I'm trying to say is कि अगर मैं 3rd के बाद 3 के बाद 2 and 4 को link कर दूँ, तो 1 will become a lonely sentence. It becomes an outsider which cannot be incorporated anywhere in the paragraph then, and that is why what we'll do is तीसरा sentence जो मेरा है which talks about the changes in the security environment, then we go on to the present scenario कि across these 11 states in Southeast Asia Is tension prevalent? Yes. Tensions and in fact conflicts, they remain an issue. And further, अभी के situation में I have China का increasing rise with respect to its claims in the South China Sea. They are causing a security concern, and these concerns are causing the other states to take active interest. So starting sentence मेरा बनता है 3. 3 के बाद 1 will continue the paragraph, and then 2, 4 is the link. So 3, 1, 2, 4 is the correct answer. Let's take the next question. This question is very very easy. In fact, जब मैंने actual CAT 20 का ये पेपर देखा था, तब if I were a paper setter, तो obviously ये सवाल CAT में डालना मतलब it's a speed enhancer, speed booster, because यहाँ of all the sentences you easily understand कि starting sentence कौन सा होगा. You can read the 4 sentences first, and then we'll analyze. So you must have seen कि 2 तो मेरा start में नहीं आएगा. These dangers were soon recognized. मतलब 2 के पहले I have to introduce the aspect of something being dangerous. So 2 gets disqualified. Third कहता है the foundation of microbiology offered new prospects for those interested in biological weapons because it allowed agents to be chosen and designated on or designed on a rational basis. 3 मेरा starting में आ सकता है. Fourth कहता है though the treaties were all made in good faith, they contain no means of control. Now, had you read the second sentence, you would have realized कि यहाँ हम 2 international declarations के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. Declarations मतलब in a way we are talking about treaties that were signed between the 2 parties. So obviously 2 and 4 they get disqualified from being the starting sentence. अब मैं first sentence पढ़ती हूँ and then we will decide कि first and third में से मेरा introductory sentence कौन सा आ सकता है. For your understanding, assassination का मतलब होता है killing. Okay, you assassinate someone मतलब you kill someone. Now, man had used poisons for killing purposes ever since the start of civilization. Dawn का मतलब होता है beginning of civilization, against individual enemies, but also occasionally against armies. So, first sentence is taking me back to the past कि right from the start of civilization, इंसान ये assassination purpose के लिए poisons use करते आ रहा है. Enemies को kill करने के लिए या कभी कभार armies को kill करने के लिए. एंड फर्दर अगर आप मुझे अभी तय करना है कि 1 and 3 में मेरा स्टार्टिंग सेंटेंस कौन सा होगा, तो 3 देखो क्या कहता है कि ये जो फाउंडेशन था ऑफ माइक्रोबायोलॉजी, इट ऑफर्ड न्यू प्रोस्पेक्ट्स फॉर दोज हु आर इंटरेस्टेड इन बायोलॉजिकल वेपन्स, व्हिच इज बेसिकली अलाउइंग यू टू चूज द एजेंट्स एंड ऑन अ रैशनल बेसिस. सो ऑफ 1 and 3 कंटेक्स्ट मुझे ये समझ में आ रहा है कि शुरुआत मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन ये होना चाहिए कि इंसान राइट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग ऑफ सिविलाइजेशन पॉइजन यूज करते आ रहा है फॉर किलिंग पर्पस. एंड फर्दर जब ये माइक्रोबायोलॉजी का फाउंडेशन शुरू हुआ तब इट ऑफर्ड न्यू प्रोस्पेक्ट्स, तब और भी ज्यादा एवेन्यूज उसने ओपन किए बिकॉज यू कुड देन चूज योर बायोलॉजिकल वेपन्स, यू वर अलाउड टू चूज योर एजेंट्स ऑल्सो. एंड उसके कारण देयर वर सम डेंजर्स विच वर इन्वॉल्व्ड. इन ऑर्डर टू प्रिवेंट दोज डेंजर्स ट्रीटीज वर साइंड. सो my first sentence is going to be my starting sentence, जहाँ I introduce the aspect of poison being used for assassination purpose. लेकिन जब ये फाउंडेशन डेवलप हुआ तब इट ऑफर्ड न्यू प्रोस्पेक्ट्स बिकॉज आप एजेंट्स भी चूज कर सकते थे, लेकिन इसके कारण दीज डेंजर्स वर सून रिकॉग्नाइज्ड. प्रोस्पेक्ट्स तो डेवलप हुए बट एट द सेम टाइम उसके साथ साथ जो भी चैलेंजेस थे वो रियलाइज हुए. एंड रियलाइजिंग दीज चैलेंजेस द डिक्लेरेशंस वर साइंड, बट देन दीज ट्रीटीज, दो दीज ट्रीटीज वर मेड इन गुड फेथ, दे कंटेन नो मीन्स ऑफ कंट्रोल. सो फर्स्ट सेंटेंस मेरा शुरू करेगा पैराग्राफ 1 को कंटिन्यू करता है 3, एंड 3 के साथ साथ जो भी डेंजर्स इवॉल्व हो रहे हैं ये 2 में हाईलाइट हुए हैं. एंड 2 को काउंटर करने के लिए जो हमने ट्रीटी साइन की थी, हाउ दीज ट्रीटीज वर नॉट फुल प्रूफ, ये 4 में दिया हुआ है. सो 1, 3, 2, 4 इज द करेक्ट सीक्वेंस. मैंने पेस थोड़ा सा फास्ट मेंटेन किया है बिकॉज आई हैव टू इंश्योर दैट यू आर ऑन द ट्रैक. एंड अगर आपको कोई भी कंसेप्ट समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो मैं सजेस्ट करूंगी आप फिर से वो रिव्यू कर सकते हो. Since this is a video for educational purpose, I have tried and maintained it, the analysis at a faster pace. Had it been my live session, we normally give some time to the students to think and then we go by the analysis. अब ये जो question है, this is of slot 2. इसमें अगर आप डिफिकल्टी लेवल देखते हो तो थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है, बिकॉज एवरी सेंटेंस इज ट्राइंग टू portray itself as a starting sentence, except for one sentence, that is this one, the third one. I'll give you some time to at least read the sentences and then we move ahead with the analysis. I hope you people are aware कि पैराजम्बल सॉल्व करते वक्त there's a rule book that you follow, कि कुछ इंडिकेटर्स ऐसे होते हैं जो आपको फटाक से हिंट देते हैं कि कौन सा सेंटेंस किसके साथ लिंक किया जा रहा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ दिया है कि इट कैन नॉट बी अवेयर. अब ये जो इट है, दिस इट कैन नॉट बी अप्लाइड फॉर द वर्ड साइकोलॉजिस्ट. साइकोलॉजिस्ट अगर होता तो दे आता. सिमिलरली बिग शिफ्ट्स के लिए मैं इट नहीं बोल सकती. तो ये जो इट है ये किस चीज के लिए बोला गया है, ये आपको अगर आप ढूंढ पाए तो सही लिंक मिलने में मदद होगी. So my first sentence is saying कि while you may think that you see or you're aware of all the changes that happen in your immediate environment, it's simply too much of information for your brain to fully process everything. अब एक सवाल पूछिए कि this sentence उसका major focus किस चीज के ऊपर है. The major focus is not on the changes that are happening around you. The major focus is on the aspect कि your brain is not capable of grasping those changes, all the changes around you. So contextually, my first sentence is ending on the aspect of the brain, whether it is being able to fully process everything. And obviously, when my context ends on the brain, next sentence जो है मेरा, it will continue the same context. So brain के लिए मैं कौन सा pronoun use करूँगी? It. That means I will say कि it cannot be aware of every single thing that happens around you. So in simple words, तीसरा सेंटेंस जो है ये सिर्फ समराइज करके बता रहा है कि 1 के बाद 3 आने वाला है. अब एक सेंटेंस है 2 जो कहता है कि साइकोलॉजिस्ट दे यूज द टर्म चेंज ब्लाइंडेडनेस टू डिस्क्राइब दिस टेंडेंसी ऑफ पीपल टू बी ब्लाइंड टू चेंजेस दो दे आर इन द इमीडिएट एनवायरनमेंट. तो साइकोलॉजिस्ट एक टर्म को एक्सप्लेन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं एंड वो इस टेंडेंसी को बताते हैं कि इट इज कॉल्ड एज चेंज ब्लाइंडेडनेस. एंड बेसिकली वो क्या है कि योर माइंड इज बेसिकली blind to the changes that are prevailing around you in the immediate environment. And further in changes को आगे writer explain करता है कि sometimes the big shifts happen in front of your eyes and you're not at all aware about the changes. So at least we have understood कि 1 and 3 में sequence आने वाला है. And sentence number 2 जो है ये same उस tendency को explain कर रहा है by labeling it under the title or under the head of change blindedness. So what is the sequence that you guys are predicting? Because मेरा अगला slide जो है that is now going to highlight certain words and वो words जब आप देखोगे you will get a clear picture. So जैसे मैंने कहा था कि this brain is being talked about in sentence 3. So 1-3 is a link. Now when I say कि this tendency, when I talk about this tendency, what is it? It is a change blindedness, to be blind to the changes. I have to relate 1 and 3 को either 1-3 के बाद मैं 2 यूज कर सकती हूँ या फिर 1-3 के बाद I can use 4. इतना तो मुझे समझ में आ रहा है कि जो पैराग्राफ मेरा इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहा है एस्पेक्ट को, that paragraph is this sentence is sentence number 1. अब कुछ लोग शायद ये कहेंगे कि why not sentence 2 as a starting sentence? तो sentence 2 ये कहता है कि साइकोलॉजिस्ट जो टर्म यूज करते हैं to describe this tendency of people. When I say this tendency of people, before sentence 2, I have to talk about a certain tendency. I have to talk about a tendency that people are blind to changes. And वो tendency का जिक्र किया है 1 में. इसीलिए मेरा sentence 2 ये start में नहीं आ सकता है only because of this reference which is being given. So I first need to introduce what that tendency is which is given in 1. 1 के बाद obviously 3 हमें ये link मिल चुका था. Now because I'm talking about changes, 4 continues the context कि sometimes big changes happen and you're not aware of them. And सबसे आखिर में the writer is further collating all these things and summarizing it by labeling it कि all of these things are nothing but It's termed as change blindedness. So मेरा सही आंसर बनता है 1, 1 के बाद 3, 3 के बाद आएगा 4 and 2 is concluding or summarizing the paragraph. Now we move further. This I believe is the last question. Slot 2 का ये सवाल है. So इसमें भी याद रखिए it ये word आपको जो नजर आ रहा है, this configuration जो है, तो try and relate the words. It will help you to solve parajumbles on an easier note. And actual में अगर आप देखो तो parajumbles बहुत आसान एरिया है. Correct. I think most of you have got the answer. शुरुआत में कौन सा सेंटेंस आने वाला है? It is the second sentence, right? So I'm talking about the past. He completed in 2006. ये जो very large telescope है, it has got 4 reflecting telescopes and diameter का उन्होंने कुछ fact वगैरह दिया हुआ है. अब इसके बाद I can either say कि it has 4 movable auxiliary telescopes, or I may say this configuration enables one to distinguish an astronaut on the moon. But ऑब्जर्व करिए कि फर्स्ट सेंटेंस जो मेरा इंट्रोडक्टरी मैंने मार्क किया है, ये जो टेलीस्कोप की डिस्कवरी हुई है एंड इन्वेंशन हुआ है एंड दिस पर्टिकुलर टेलीस्कोप के कुछ डिमेंशंस दिए हुए हैं, बट it just says that it can observe objects 4 billion times weaker than can normally be seen with the naked eye. Ab when I see ki it has 4 movable auxiliary telescopes which are 1.8 meter in diameter, एक चौथा सेंटेंस है जो कहता है when these are combined with the large telescopes. So obviously I get a reference कि I'm talking about 4 auxiliary telescopes and when they are combined with one large telescope, it produces an image. And this particular image can enable one to distinguish an astronaut on the moon. So basically, sentence number 2 जो है, this sentence 2 is starting my paragraph. उसके बाद, if I sum it up with 3, my paragraph is complete. I have to talk about a configuration which is strong enough. वो configuration मुझे तभी मिलेगा when I first use these 4 movable auxiliary telescopes and they are combined with a large one. And फिर उसका image जो है, this gives me a strong configuration to distinguish astronaut on the moon. So the correct sequence is 2, 2 के बाद आने वाला है 1, 1 को continue करता है 4 and 3 is my concluding sentence. So this was it. This was the analysis of parajumbles questions on in CAT 20 paper. Needless to say, apart from this area, type box questions जो है, उसमें summary based questions भी बहुत important है. मेरा अगला video जो आने वाला है, that is going to be on the summary of the questions. So if you think that the video was useful, I will definitely appreciate if you hit a like button and likewise subscribe to my channel, to our channel, because that will somewhere or the other help you in getting more of such educational videos and giving you insights with respect to the CAT 21 examination. Thank you and all the best.